Satnam and Namaste. Thank you so much for gathering with me this afternoon. I apologize, it's a Thursday instead of a Wednesday, and you know what that means. I'm going to read you a Sacred Revel Oracle deck card for the divination that I just pulled for us from Alana Fairchild's deck, and the divination for us to focus on today for the rest of the week, or however you so desire, is number 42. The word wants to be written. You might have been taught that creativity is something you have to work hard to access, or that finding your life purpose is so difficult that you must search high and low for it. Yet what you are is within you and wants to come out at every available opportunity. You don't have to struggle so much. It is more about allowing space for it to manifest and to let the energy flow. The real struggle is not in finding something. It is more about letting go of the idea that you need to search for your path in the first place. You see, the process of activating your life path is a natural one. The effort is in getting out of the way, not in making something happen. As for being yourself, that is the foundation from which your true life path will reveal itself. Being yourself comes easier when you give yourself permission to love, honor, and accept yourself in all circumstances, especially the ones where you might be more tempted to react and judge. Give this sacred rebel within the opportunity to decide your values, irrespective of whether they meet with general social acceptance. This oracle brings you the message that what you are dreaming of or seeking to do, create, live, or manifest is actually very natural for you. That is why you want to do it. If you experienced controlling and manipulative forces when you were growing up, you would have found it hard to access your natural state at that time. You would have been too busy trying to adapt and get through the trials of childhood. When you finished navigating childhood and starting to let go of who you were taught to be in order to become who you really are, you may have found your life path was not easily accessible. That is simply because your true and natural self was covered by layers of shame from the early conditioning that you had to be other than you are in order to win love or be acceptable. However, that natural self hasn't gone anywhere. It is still there, within you. Now it is just about chipping away the walls of shame, perhaps with a defiant, "Who the hell cares? I'm here and I'm going to love myself anyway." This allows you to risk bearing the feeling of any shame that arises as you release old emotional wounds and break away from any restraints to unconditional self-love. The sacred rebel within can empower you to love yourself no matter what, simply because you want to. You might decide to declare, "I'm still lovable, so put that in your pipe and smoke it." That will actually send an energetic message to whomever shamed you in the first place, whether they meant to or not. Your message could be going to a parent, a school teacher, sibling, friend, lover, or anyone else that was struggling enough with their own shame wound that they couldn't help but dump it on you. You can be free to realize that the shame is just an emotion, not a truth, and you can defy any hold it has or ever had on you and your ability to love yourself. This oracle brings you the guidance that you are now powerful enough to break the cycle. It is time to stop the shame and claim yourself in love instead. What you want to write, sing, dance, or become is you. It is natural. Drop your defenses, get into the grit, and confront the power that any old shaming has had over you. It's finished now. It is time for you to be naked with yourself, acknowledge what gorgeous being you are, and get on with your work. Life is urging you to do so because the work wants to happen. What you want to create wants to be created. The word wants to be written. You just need to let go of any remnants of the past that have been in your way. Step firmly over them and get on with your path. The healing process for this particular card is to say aloud as follows. I now choose to forgive and release any person, situation, or circumstance that has ever been a source of shame or shaming for me, whether conscious or unconscious. I now release this from my body, mind, and heart through unconditional love. I choose to claim myself instead. I love, accept, and claim all of me under the loving protection and wisdom of life. I choose to live as myself now. I call on the unconditionally loving assistance that life wishes to send me for this journey now. I honor my creative power and my innate worth. So be it. Be kind to yourself. Say this every day for the next few days or however long it takes for you to actually believe it. You are worth the effort. The word wants to be written. And that doesn't mean it has to be words or verbiage. Whatever you're wanting to create or you're feeling inside of you, it's ready to be born. And you have every choice to decide when, where, how, why, in what shape, in what form, what you want it to look like. Absolutely every decision is up to you and in your hands. And it can be any beautiful creation that you want to put out there. So I send you off with the most unconditional love and my highest vibrations of light to bash down the shaming that may or may not have been put on you or you've taken on yourself, whether you had done it consciously or unconsciously as well. So release all of that and just be you, shamelessly, shamelessly you. Be well, and until next week, namaste.